Hey guys, it's Scared Eye 7, and today I'm going to teach you the frontside flat top. Something you should know before you attempt this trick is you're going to want to learn how to ride on your board, ride to the supermarket, ride to the store, and you might want to make sure that you're comfortable, not just like pushing like in your driveway, but like actually be able to like ride around. And the second thing you want to learn is you're probably going to want to learn at least one more trick. This is not a necessity, but I do suggest that you should because it will help you for board control. So the foot positioning on the front side flat top is you're gonna want to have for your front foot, your toes are gonna be only on the board and your heels are gonna be hanging up. And for the back foot, you're gonna also only want your toes on your board and your heel hanging off. But you also want to have very little amount of your toes. Basically have not that much of your foot, and you want to be cocked in kind of, and toward on the left side of the board if you're regular, and on the right side of the board if you're goofy. So step 1 of the front side flat top is you're gonna want to have your front foot in that foot positioning that I talked about before with very little weight on it and a lot of weight on your back foot, and you're gonna do a pressure pop. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, what I mean is that you want to put very little weight on your front foot and along your back so that it sort of pressures the board going in a front side rotation, which should go be the left if you're regular and to the right if you're goofy. For the first step, you're just gonna be making a pop, so you're gonna put very low pressure on your front foot and a lot of pressure on your back foot, scooping inward in order to get that pop. For step 2 of the front side flat top, you're gonna want to catch that pressure pop in this hand, mainly in the palm. For step 3, you're gonna want to land, and for this, all you have to really do is you're gonna already have your board 180. You're already gonna have to catch the board when it's 180, but for landing, it's a little bit harder than a lot of tricks in my opinion because it's kind of weird. You can't slide on your foot like you can with a tire club, which is actually in a way a little more advanced, but that's a different tutorial. So for this one, all you need to do is you want to hold the board up to your legs and kind of bring your legs off, jumping off with the board very close to your legs, and actually that will make it look even a little more stylish, and it will help so that you don't really slip out and so it doesn't look ugly. And this is one of the main problems with this trick, is that it can look super ugly because if you don't land correctly, like if you have your board way down and you have your other thing way up, then it's gonna look super ugly and you might actually slip out. So make sure you have the board very close to your chest, your legs, really hike your legs up, and that's how this is doing. Also make sure that your knees are bent, because if you don't bend your knees, you're gonna slip out. And if you want, you can also, when you're landing, you can put your backhand, I sometimes do this, on your board to help make sure it's straight, so it doesn't like go at an angle, kind of like this. If your backhand, you can make it straight, which will actually make it a little bit easier to land. Okay guys, so the common problem is wheel bite. Wheel bite basically is when you pop the board and the board's in your hand, and when you jump back on and land on the board, your front foot hits the wheels and the board and you immediately stop. And this is a problem because like when you're riding and you get wheel bite, you're gonna often fall forward and you can hurt yourself and you really will not move anywhere, and it can cause problems. The way to fix this is to make sure you land more centered on the board, more in the middle of the board and less near the wheels, because then you basically prevent yourself from getting wheel bite.